To the Jersey Shore suffering an uptick in beach erosion. Now one city is in a legal battle with the state over millions of dollars spent trying to hold back the ocean. The state says North Wildwood made unauthorized beach repairs that could make erosion worse, and they're finding the city $12 million for that. Meantime, the city is suing to recoup the $30 million it says it has spent trucking sand into the site for over a decade now. Joining us now is the mayor of North Wildwood, Patrick Rosanello. Mr. Mayor, good to see you. So this issue goes all the way back to Hurricane Sandy and the recent winter storms and other storms that we've seen over the last couple of weeks here that have made matters worse for all of the seacoast of New Jersey, but especially vulnerable is your area right now. So tell us, just how bad is it?
It's pretty bad right now. And as you mentioned, this does go all the way back to Hurricane Sandy, when the federal government actually allocated billions of dollars to do resiliency projects up and down the entire New Jersey shore. The rest of the entire New Jersey shore has been the recipient or beneficiary of those projects, except for North Wildwood. And so incredibly, for 10 years, quite frankly, the Murphy administration for 6 of those years has sat on this federal money and not implemented this federal project that was mandated by Congress all the way back in 2013. In the meantime, as you noted, the city has had to spend about $30 million of our local taxpayer money on different sand backpassing projects, as well as the installation of some steel bulkheads. You also mentioned that the state fined us for the installation of those steel bulkheads, and they claim that the steel bulkheads might cause more beach erosion, but that argument just doesn't really bear water. It is almost like an arsonist complaining about the water damage caused by the firemen when they put the fire out that they started, because these bulkheads are necessary because, again, the state, the Murphy administration, the DEP have not activated those tens of millions of dollars of federal money that are available to do shore protection in North Wildwood.
So I guess, where does it stand right now? They're finding it $12 million. You're trying to go back and recoup $30 million. You're not getting these funds that you say that the Murphy administration has been holding on to, and they just seem to be kind of cherry picking what parts of the Jersey Shore are getting the funding. So where does it stand? I'm sure people in your community are wondering, what the heck are we going to do?
You know, our #1 priority is shore protection, right? My job as mayor is to protect the municipality, to protect the public infrastructure, to protect the private property. And so that's what my #1 priority has been with hauling in sand, constructing bulkheads. We have one section of town left where we need to construct about 700 feet of bulkhead, which we are working with the DEP right now to get that job done. So that's priority #1, and I think we're going to get that done in the next couple of months. The legal arguments are probably, quite frankly, going to go on for a couple of years. Again, the state sued us for installing bulkheads that were necessary because they didn't do their job. We countersued them because they didn't do their job. So that, unfortunately, that complete waste of taxpayer money is going to probably go on for quite a while. But in the meantime, the real impetus here is #1, shore protection, and #2, quite frankly, getting the Murphy administration to do their job, to spend that federal money to do a shore protection project in North Wildwood.
The homeowners that have houses that are being directly affected by this, that are close to the water, but now, what are they saying right now?
I mean, obviously, they're very concerned, right? So we have sections of town that are protected. We have sections of town that are not protected. And so if you're in the area where you're not protected, that's a big concern. It's a very stressful situation. I hear from those property owners frequently. Again, that's one of the reasons why we have been building these bulkheads and extending these seawalls to protect this property. And again, that's my #1 priority. I'm going to keep doing that while we're also dealing with the legal issues and, quite frankly, trying to get the Murphy administration to do what really they're elected to do and protect property in the state.
Well, legal wranglings aside, hopefully you're able to protect your homeowners down there and protect North Wildwood, another prized section of the Jersey Shore that people love to visit during the well, all year round, not just the summer months. Patrick Rosanello, mayor of North Wildwood, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we reached the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection for comment on this story, but we have not heard back yet. When we do, we will bring that to you and hopefully talk to the mayor once again.